Nagash, channel dedicated to Sigma, and in this video it's just going to be a quick one. It's just going to be me going through some of the comments you left on my 2,000 subscriber giveaway video. We've got some questions, all that sort of thing, so ask some feedback for the channel. And I'm just going to be going through some of those comments and answer some of your questions in this video. Now, I did want to do this on the computer and do a screen record, but for some reason my computer's decided it doesn't want to be able to screen record, so I'm doing it via this phone, which I can see is a very bright light above me. I can only make apologies about that. There's nothing I can really do about that situation. But I thought it'd be nicer to have a live video with me reading through your comments and answering your questions rather than me pre-recording it. I thought, you know, it's a little bit different, so it'd be nice to. We've got Budicus, so hi, hope you're good. I'm all well, mate. How are you? Glad that you're joining us. So if you're just joining, like I said, I'm going to go through some comments on the last video I put up where you guys got some questions and see what we've got. Okay, so I'm going to read them out. I'll read through every single one. I think they're 39. I haven't really had a chance to read these so far. So the first one is from JK. He just says, congratulations on the subscribers. That's cool. The next one is going to be from Aaron Doran, and I know I'm going through this quite quickly, and the reason for that is because if it's just quick comments, then that's absolutely fine. There's no need for it to be a really long video. If you are just joining us, yes, it's very bright here because I did try and screen record this, but it did not work, so I'm having to do it on my camera, which makes me look incredibly bright and white, which I don't really, I'm white enough as it is, got Scottish blood. Mia saying hi mate, how are you doing? Glad that you're joining us. Okay, so going back onto the comments, so we got a long one here from Aaron Doran, and I hope people don't mind me saying their names out. However, they put it in the comments anyway, so it should be fine. So Aaron's saying, I personally enjoy some more edited down thoughts on tactics and strategies regarding all kinds of armies. He says he plays fleshy courts, but I didn't get into the army for its meta strength, but because he loves its lore and basically just having a horde of ravaging zombies eating the enemy. Yeah, that's absolutely fair, mate. I know a lot of people sort of accuse you play the army for personally for the meta, but no, you shouldn't have to worry about that. So going on to your suggestion, saying that you would prefer more edited down thoughts and tactics strategies regarding all kinds of armies, I can absolutely do that. The only reason I don't focus too much on pure tactics and strategies for certain armies is just because I don't play those armies. So for me, I feel like I'd be a bit dishonest if I told you, right, this is the only way how you want to play this army. I don't know, it was like Daughters of Cain, something I've never played with before, and it's just been me talking completely out my arse, which I try to avoid. Best case scenario, so that's that. But more edited down, that's fair enough, because sometimes when I do my videos, do ramble on a little bit. That's because nothing I do is scripted, as you can probably tell. But when it's like tactics and strategies, like one of the things that I've seen is people using sort of plans and all that sort of things when they try and show strategies in YouTube videos. So maybe I can do something like Microsoft PowerPoint, something like that. It could be an option to try and, I don't know, show like formations or setups against how you counter against certain like Alpha Strike armies, depending on your army. Maybe something I can do, something I will look at. Okay, the next one is from Mazox 74. He says, just started my death army and found this channel, no complaints so far. That's all good, that's all cool. I'm just going to try and get the video up on my, I'm reading this just off my computer, so I'm just trying to get up the chat in case anyone's put anything. So Chris is saying, hello, hi mate, hope you're doing well, thank you very much for joining us. So we've got Lamb Good Gaming, so he says, I would love shorter why to play videos. I know this possibly means a little less info, but even so, 10 or 15 minutes, that is almost basically essentially saying that he'd rather the why play videos be varying anyway from about, I think half an hour, 40 minutes might be the shortest one, to like I think like 2 hours and 20 minutes, some of the longer ones, depending if I'm joined with another person, it inevitably is gonna, you know, it'll be a longer video as it's two persons' points of views rather than just myself. No, that's absolutely fine. I could do shorter ones, but that's the sort of thing where I want to hear your guys' feedback, because like I say, I make the videos for how you guys would like them. So if you guys would prefer like shortened, you know, just more precise videos, let me know. It wouldn't mean that I'd be able to get them done quicker, almost certainly, that sort of thing. But my sort of style of, you know, videos, as you know, like I say, I do ramble on and all that sort of thing, so I do talk for a while. But inevitably, videos for armies that I don't play, like when I do I don't know, a Sylvaneth video or something like that. I don't play that video. I don't know really anyone who plays that army, so it will inevitably be shorter because I know less info on it. But no, certainly I can shorten them down. But I don't know if you guys prefer the longer videos or the shorter videos. So that's really what I'm going to ask you guys. It's great for Lamgo Gaming to tell me about that and let me know. But I just want to know from you guys what you prefer, longer or shorter. Okay, so the next person from the comments we've got is, apologies if I'm butchering all these names, obviously. We've got, I'm going to say Corbin Burr. So I says, I play Stormcast Nagash. I got a cheap Painted Legion of Sacrament army on eBay and sold my Khorne army as an improvement to this channel. I'd like to see more tactics videos about each faction in AOS with tactics, how to play, and good graphics to understand better. And also, I would appreciate if you speak a bit slower so I, brackets German, can understand more that you say. And saying that on one of his favourite YouTube channels. It's very, very nice, very kind of you to say. Yeah, a few points there, quite good. So, yeah, going on what Corbin saying that. Yeah, I'm making more tactic videos in the future. That's something I definitely can do. It's something that I just talked about in the other comment. And sort of what Corbin's mentioning here is about me, you know, doing diagrams, doing, you know, maybe like, you know, like I said, army setups, how you counter against alpha strike armies, all that sort of things. Use diagrams to make it a bit more easier to explain to the viewer the point I'm trying to get across when I'm trying to explain tactics. So yeah, that's something I could do. Like I said, I don't really have anything fancy. Like, so you might look at these like massive YouTubers and they have like really good like ways they can do like graphics and animations. I have none of that, but I've got things like, you know, Microsoft PowerPoint, so you know, if there's a will, there's a way, that sort of thing. And speaking slower, I do speak quite fast, and I'm known to mumble sometimes, which I will try and work on, because I do understand that a lot of people who watch this aren't from traditionally English speaking countries. Okay, I've seen there's been a few things put in the chat though, so I'll just read that quickly. Brudicus is saying that, again, apologies if I'm butchering the name, says, I won my first battle with Troggoth army yesterday, and they absolutely destroyed my mate Seraphon. I kept watching your Troggoth Gloomspite video. The best way to play Troggoths are just to get stuck in. Absolutely, mate. Don't let anyone say anything about Troggoths, then. It might not be the most competitive thing to stop you playing an army that you really like. Something like a Troggoth, so you know trolls. It's going to be an army that, if it's not the most tactical, when, well, in this case, it just smashed your enemy to a pulp, you're going to have a lot of fun doing it. You've got, I think, the standard, was it Rock God Troggoths are 3 damage a piece from the top of my head. So, yes, loads of fun there, mate. Glad you cracked on a good time. Cool, and Daniel's saying that he personally likes the longer videos. Exactly that. So that's why to be honest, you guys respond really well to when I put up voting polls. You're like, I really am surprised you guys should like fucking crack on it and vote yes or no, that sort of thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to put up a poll to see for like why play videos. Would you rather them be longer and shorter? And whoever gets the most votes will work something around for that to be going forward. And Boudica is saying, yeah, longer videos. Okay, so it sounds like more of you like longer videos, but I'll just put it out there just so we get an over sort of thing. So Boudica is saying, Rock got Trolls, Hag, Mooncap, Shaman, so easy, just kills everything. And then Mir is a good long time Gloomspits player, so he's having a good chat about that. Okay, so going back to the comments, like I said, if you have just joined, apologies about how bright it is. I understand, you just can't see any like corners on my face or anything like that, purely because I wanted to record this on the computer with my screen recorder with the video graphics card thing, but it decided not to work, so it's going to have to be via this. Right, so moving on to the next con. Says, I'd love to win this giveaway since I've never started Age of Sigma. This is from Mitch Murray. Never started Age of Sigma army, and I've always wanted to, plus I always thought that Death armies were the coolest. That's because they are the coolest. I'd love to see you do videos or maybe your own miniatures and maybe painting them or something similar. Yep, I can maybe do something like that. With that, to be fair, I've done one painting tutorial, which was a Nighthaunt one, which obviously when second edition came out, because it was a Grimglass Reaper model, I'm going to say like a year and a half ago, something like that, I did that video. I've never done painting tutorial videos, not really too sure what I was doing on that. It's got quite a few views, that video, but there's quite a few people who, most people liked it, but quite a few people disliked it, so I wasn't too sure what I was doing wrong, because I don't really put anything in the comments. So it's something I can do in the future, but I don't really know how to go forward with it to see how you guys would like me to do a paint tutorial, because obviously if you looked at paint tutorials on YouTube, if you look at a perfect example like Duncan Rhodes or something like that, you know, obviously he's a great painter. It's just him doing, you know, stages of painting of the model, and then the camera edits and it goes back to him to do the next stage. Or if you look at other painters who I don't know the names or anything, but you know, like they will paint the entire model in front of the camera, but they'll just speed up the camera. I wouldn't be able to do it when they just record painting the model the whole time and speed up the camera, because I just take a long time to paint, and I'm personally doing like quite a bit of mistakes when I'm painting, so I do have to fix them up all the time. So I don't really think it'd be the best content to watch, but I could do something more how, like, obviously not as good as Duncan Rhodes, but you know, that sort of how he does it, and do like paint one stage, stop, record again, paint the next stage. And it will take a little bit of time to make these videos, because I'm not the fastest painter. I can be a bit slow painting. And also, especially how a lot of people who've been asking for painting tutorial videos have been asking it for my Sinesh army, which is my white Slave to Darkness army in that white armor. Like, I'll get one model out now so you can see what I mean. So people want to know sort of how I do. The camera's not very good, but you know, like how I paint that sort of armor. That's really blurry, but anyway, and because this takes me a long time, this is the first army I've done where I've actually, I try and paint my models to a nice standard anyway, but this white Sinesh Slave Darkness army, Tempest Sinesh army of mine, is the first army that I would call like the whole army is display quality, so it takes a long time to do, but I can look to do some sort of painting tutorial in the future. And also saying about doing videos of my own miniatures. I can do like videos of my own miniatures. You want like, I don't know, just take like nice photos of them, all that sort of thing. Sort of talk through my army, put it on the screen. I don't know if you guys would like that or not. Let's see. Anyway, so the next person we got is going to be Frank Screepers, I think is how it's pronounced, saying, loving everything you do, mate, but there's just not enough scathing content. Fair enough, mate. It's very kind of you, but maybe I haven't reviewed Skaven yet, have I? Just thinking about all the arms I reviewed. No, Skaven, I've realised if I go like that, okay, no, I thought it was brighter if I do that, so that's fine. The light just comes and goes when it wants. I just try and fit in my content in between. Okay, right. So, yeah, I haven't actually reviewed the Skaven yet, I believe. Like, not a full, proper review of them. So that will happen. Don't you worry, Skaven will get a review, Frank. But it is going to be one of those ones where it's a big army. So it's going to take... It's going to be a long one. It'll be a bit like a Gloomspite Git series where it just took absolutely ages. But it will happen at some point because they are lovely, fluffy rats and they really do deserve a lot of time dedicated to them. So we will do that. Don't you worry. And then Frank also goes on to say that I play with a Skaven army. The lore and the fact that I possibly kill myself faster than the opponent does is hilarious. Absolutely fantastic, mate. That's the most attractive thing for me towards the army. It's just the randomness. You know, no matter how the game goes, it's going to be a fun and interesting game. You never know. You can't perfectly plan it. You know, if you're doing Skaven right, which is you should overpower every single war machine. I've always done it wrong in my opinion. So probably not tactically the best, but lore-wise, absolutely. So we've then got Keystone. He was saying suggestion. I really like the idea of covering why play army videos on lesser known armies, like some of the others, like Age Super Adjusted. It's good to see what makes an army unique and special. Okay, yeah, so that's fine. So covering sort of like the smaller armies. I've done that in the past. I've covered quite a few of the smaller armies, a lot of them, but they now, I think, to be fair, they've been grouped into bigger books. So yeah, that's something I can look at doing. Because I know they like the less popular armies aren't going to win the polls, are they? So it'd be quite nice to do something like that. So he says, Army, I play Caesar Sigma, and I'm a big fan of Total War Warhammer. So am I, mate. It's a very good game. been playing it. Been starting to play it again recently. It's a great game. Because the lack of new Seraphon models, that is awesome to see cool Seraphon in the Lizardmen in the game. Anyway, so he likes the game and the old lore. So it was natural fit to use an army that focuses on an old world units being Six Sigma, while still being fairly relative in the new lore. Yeah, that's actually cool, mate. Fair enough. A lot of people do that. And just going to go to the chat in case anything's... Okay, there's been quite a few things posted in the chat since I left it. I think it's just get stuff. Right, okay, Boudica's saying, lovely model. Talking about the Carcatrat guy, the White Chaos Lord I got riding it. But absolutely terrible putting her together. Nope, not talking about that. I'll take that back. Talking about get stuff because it said her and it's a he. Right, okay, I'm just going to kind of ignore that chat. Good on you guys. Anyway, so the Yorkshire Rambler is saying, mate, why play series is mega because of the Nighthawk one and your enthusiasm. I'm now signed up to the Mortal Realms. Great stuff, mate. Thank you very much, mate. That's very kind of you. Yeah, the Why Place is something that I'd recently thought of, not that long ago. A few months ago, something like that. Because I just thought the series I'm doing at the moment, when I've spent hours and hours reviewing an army, like I've done with Clues by Gitz, which I've done with Nurgle, which I've done with lots of other armies I can't remember off the top of my head. Nighthaunt as an example. And then the idea about the Why Place is because how long it takes me to do these full army in-depth series. It takes months. As with each one, it takes a long time. And that's absolutely fine. With each one, it's mainly a case of there's a few of us who do it, and because it's like a nice collaboration, if I pronounce that right. With that, I want to complete that series with all of us reviewing it because I think we make a good bunch of thoughts for those videos. So yes, but yeah, Why Plays it's something like I say I thought of. I think if you can do like videos, I was going to say within an hour, but I know a lot of them are longer, but you know, like videos you can watch in a weekend, shall we say, I think is a reasonable sort of time, or in a few evenings painting, that sort of thing. Those sort of videos of Why Plays, and the reason I did behind them is, like I say, so I can cover more armies quicker, but also there's so many times where you're like sort of tempted to do an army like myself. If I want to do an army, I will go onto YouTube and I'll go onto a video or someone else and I'll watch that video to get motivation to do the army, to try and justify and push me over the fence. So I decided to do my videos to help people if they're thinking about an army, you know, they're not too sure. They might not want to watch hours and hours of reviews of the army. They might want to watch like just one, you know, like up to 1 or 2 hours of thoughts on that army, which essentially just is it for you? Strengths and weaknesses of the army, you know, because in all honesty, if you don't, even if you like the models, but you really hate how the army plays and you want to play the game a lot, it's not going to be the army for you. So I think it's very important to break that down to people, especially like I say, new people as well, because the hobby is so expensive. You can't really, most of us can't afford to just dive straight in with not really doing any research. And just even, like I say, just even watching a video about an army before you buy it. Because if you buy the army, you build it, all that sort of thing, or you open all the boxes so you can't really return it, and then suddenly you don't like it, it's a lot of money gone, isn't it? So yeah, I think it's absolutely great. Like of the idea, you know, about blowing my own trumpet, the Why Play videos, for me, they are my favourite idea for videos I've done for a while. So yeah, I'm glad that they've been received very well. I'm glad a lot of you have voted in the polls. It's absolutely awesome. And the reason why I didn't do one last week is because last week was a bit busy, to be honest. But also, the poll was neck and neck for so long between Deepkin and Ostrich Bone Reapers, and eventually the Bone Reapers have won it. But I didn't want to go straight ahead and go, right, I'm going to do Bone Reapers, because the Bone Reapers generally were winning by 1%, and then it would go even, and then it would go Bone Reapers. I wanted to get a full, fair, decisive win on the poll before I made the video, because I know a lot of people want Deepkin, so I didn't want to run before the gunshot or whatever. That's not even the same. But anyway, moving on. So okay, going back to the comments. So the next one is going to be Dale, and he's going to says, "Nice, I'm an undead player. I'd like to see more tactics examples. Love me some Nagash. Absolutely myself, mate. Yeah, so I can see a lot of tactics is coming up, which is cool as well. So the reason why I say about tactics is just because like I feel like it'd be quite cool to do animations, and I can't really do that, but I can do stuff with PowerPoint and all that sort of thing. So tactics I can do. I'm more going to be good at tactics for like the death armies and armies that I play, because like I say I can look at doing like tactics videos for armies I don't play, but I don't want to talk out my ass to you guys. In all honesty, I don't want to be dishonest to you. So if I like I said earlier, if I did a pure tactics video on Daughters of Cain, but I don't even play Daughters of Cain, I'll just be telling you other stuff I read on the internet. Okay, so the next person is Sayoso. Says, I play Nighthorn. I like the ghost thing to improve. Right now, I don't see anything wrong. It's easy to follow you during your videos and to understand. And hello from Spain. Oh, hello from England, mate. That's very kind of you. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Thank you very much. Right, okay. And then next one is Pitro Sfanksy. Butchered your name there, mate. Absolutely apologise. But anyway, literally on to what you're saying. So it says, I mainly play Slaves of Darkness. I just love the generic Chaos Boys, and it's amazing that they got their own book. Absolutely agree with you, mate. That book, there's rumours about it, but like I didn't want to be too optimistic. The book did come out, absolutely great, and then they got some revamped models as well, which is great. It says, really like the Unstoppable Charge led by the Chaos Lord and Carcadrak. When it comes to the videos, I think that would be really cool to see you talk. Yeah, it could maybe. I mean, I understand that right now the camera quality is not good. But what I would say about that sort of thing is I have recently just ordered a webcam. So, because I thought maybe doing that in the future. So when I'm screen recording, you can have like, I don't know, there'll be like the corner of the screen will be a camera on me, and then you sort of see my reactions. You can see I'm a guy who gestures a lot and all that sort of thing. So I let my thoughts known. So yeah, we can do that. We can give that a try. See what people think. So we've then got Bortros. So he says, congratulations, next step 3,000. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. Hopefully one day we'll get there. He says, I start collecting flesh-eater courts thanks to your video. I love the lore, the looks, and they have the best start can't even speak. And they have the best start collecting box. It says, we want more, maybe more lore and fluff. You do a good job. Hail to Nagash. Absolutely awesome, mate. Very nice comment. And mate, Flesh-eater courts, like I said, they're one of my favourite armies. They're almost a baby army. So, if not, a go-to army. So, yeah. They've got a Star Collector box was absolutely great value. The army is really good value. Like, you can have a 2,000 point army without spending as much as some of the other armies out there. Right, okay. So, the next comment is going to be Ring Tomb. It just says Nighthorn for life. Fair enough. Cool. Nighthorn are good. So then the next one is going to be Rob Gobbin. And congratulations on the milestone. You'll be at 5k before you know it. That would be absolutely fantastic. We can only dream. So he says, as for improvements, all I can say is regarding content lengths, I'm looking for videos about 15 minutes long, ideally an hour and max. That's fair enough. That's like what am I going to try and find this comment? Lamgood Gaming said earlier about having the video shortened, and then but a few of you in the chat to this live stream video saying that you'd rather have the videos longer. So it's a bit of a split divide. So like I said, I'm going to put a poll up there. Some videos inevitably are going to be longer than for example, when I do the really long army series, those videos are long videos. That's just how it is, because some people really enjoy that. And if you want to completely cover everything in the army, you've got to do it, in my honest opinion. But when it's why plays, maybe because that's a new format and it's just like a quick video to watch sort of thing before you decide you're going to do the army, it could be a good idea. So yeah, and he says, for armies, I have Nighthorn and a small amount of Bone Reapers. I also have Stormcast, but only because they came in the Star Wars box. They make fantastic base material, mate. Okay, so and then Grant Peak is saying, I have Git's army and a Flesh-eater Courts army. Love the information on your videos. Really helped me get into it. Oh, absolutely awesome, mate. That's absolutely what these videos are made for. Okay, and then we've got Chinabu, I think that's pronounced right, but probably not. Anyway, so you want to see more battle reports from your channel. I haven't played Sigma yet, but I might play Nagash because I think they are really cool. By the way, congratulations on your 2K subs. Thank you very much. Yeah, I could do, well, I say I could do battle reports. It's one of those things where I want to do more battle reports to the channel. However, there's only a couple of things just to say about that. Is with battle reports, is a case of I need to have two people to play against each other because I can't record and play a game. I've established that. All my tactics go out the window because I can't really focus on more than one thing when I'm trying to do it. There's that. Also, something became very clear when I did do a battle report, Stage Darkness versus Ogre one, that there was an absolute pain trying to upload it to YouTube. Eventually did work out in a not too bad quality video, but it was not as good quality as I'd like. When I recorded the battle report on the phone, it's absolutely fine, and then as soon as I uploaded it onto YouTube, absolutely shite. So, well, I say absolutely shite, and then I re-uploaded it, and then it was workable. It wasn't too bad, but not as good as I would like it. So I'm going to need to get a camera or something, and I did put up like a post for patrons and stuff to help towards that, and some of you have, so I can't thank you enough for that. But it's still like a long way to go on that sort of front, and it's a big investment. So I can do battle reports, but it's like if I make the investment to get a camera, it's also the thing where it's a case of I don't know how regularly I'm going to be able to have a couple opponents play against each other. I know people prefer fully painted armies. Not all my gaming buddies have that. But it's something that I know a lot of you like, and it's something that I said I would try and do. So I'm definitely gonna try. It's just a question on how it's approached. If anyone knows like a really good camera for battle reports, that sort of thing, let me know. Just have something to drink quickly. Okay. And then Awesome Dude Gaming says, hey Nagash from the Discord here. Hello Brad, how are you doing? Improvement, link the Discord in the description so we can get more friends. As you know, I play lizards and for lizard goodness. Yep, very true. Lizards have lots of goodness. Just wish they had a better update. Fucking hell, stealing all their love. Right, so yes, this is a good guy from Discord. I have been, well, I said I have been. I used to put the link to the Discord in the videos, and then I sort of been forgetting to do that, and I will start doing it again. So yeah, it'll be cool. It's great Discord, lots of fun, lots of banter, and lots of wildness, shall we say. Okay, so then Pablo, and also just to say, Awesome Dude Gaming has helped me in videos and all that sort of thing for the channel, which has been, he was with me in the Flesh Eater Court video, if I remember correctly. So he's helped out. Anyway, Pablo Vijo, or V, however that's pronounced. Congratulations on your growth. Thank you very much. I play State of Darkness because who's better to play with than someone who killed a world? Very true. Can't argue with that. I'm going to try to look out for the new Lunaf 2 since I love the Macedonian concept. I think that's how it's pronounced. In the design. As for improvements, I think a lore blog would be nice to make people closer to the armies and characters. Keep up the good work, mate. Okay, that's cool. With things like lore, I've done a little bit of lore for the video, for the channel. Like every army I review, I do like a lore video for the army generally. Pardon me. But I've never really seen my channel as a lore channel. Purely because I know that there are YouTubers out there like 2+ Tough, for example, who I think does the best lore videos for Age of Sigma, personally. That's who I go to. I think he does fantastic of how he makes you really connect to the story, essentially. So if I was to do lore videos, for me, I just feel like it just wouldn't be as good as other stuff out there. But I don't know, maybe you guys think differently. Maybe you guys would like me to do lore videos. I can certainly try and do them. I mean, they're quite simple to do, but it's just because there's essentially, like I say, better ones out there. Maybe not. I'll let you guys decide. So who's the next one we got is Vincent. So he says, congrats. I play Ogre Tribes, and I think that more Death Flesh Eater Court tactics could be very interesting for us and your channel. Yeah, like I say, a lot of tactics people ask me, which I certainly can do. If you want tactics beyond like war scrolls and all that sort of thing, which I tend to do, because like for especially of course I've got like 60 hours worth of something, like tactics reviews and stuff for the war scrolls. But yeah, tactics is something I'm gonna look at because that has came up a lot. So next one we've got is Sam says, glad you got 2K. I remember when you had 42 subs, the days of Giggly Cam. Did you ever paint the Forge Forge World Chaos Dragon? No. So that Chaos Dragon is let's see. Hang on a sec, let's see if I can get it. Lots of banging. So that Forge World Chaos Dragon hasn't been painted. It has been built and it is absolutely huge. This is the Corn Dragon. It has been green stuff, so I've got all that paint out of the way. So this is the Corn Dragon, and then this is the main body of a Star Drake. So you can see it is quite bigger than a Star Drake. Absolutely insane how big this thing is. But no, I did not get around to painting it, but I have practically built it. But I've got to do something quite interesting for the base, and the idea I had for it now has to be adapted because it's not going to work completely as it planned. So it's all like sort of in the works of how we're going to get it to work. But no, this is the dragon that is unpainted. But I do still not regret buying it because it's absolutely awesome. As soon as I saw it, I had to get it. And especially, it's expensive, but it's not like absolutely ridiculous, expensive. So, right, yeah. So, and then what's his name? Sam then goes on to say, what I would change is the lighting when you do battle reports, it reflecting of the models a little, and I know you're using a phone to record, maybe a tripod down with a bird's eye view as the giggles do distract a bit. I currently play Caroline Overlords and mentally preparing myself to paint the Ironclad. Yes, with the battle reports again, it is very much trial and error with that, for sure. And the more battle reports I do, I can only basically say it's only going to get better. So don't you worry about that. But with the lighting, it is essentially the lighting I have in my living room. I can't buy fancy lights and all that sort of thing. So that's the situation with that. But I like the idea of the angle of the cam might be better than me holding it, maybe. And to be honest, if the camera's just up there recording and it's just full on live, as it's be a bit of a lazy recording that one, but it'd be a lot easier to do. It means I could play the game. But we'll see. And then painting Caroline Overlord's cool, and paint the Ironclad. Get stuck in with that one, mate. Lovely model. It'd be absolutely awesome to see when it is fully painted. Okay, so we have then got Jacob R, who says, congrats. I love Slaves of Darkness for the looks and versatility. As for improvements, maybe try to put the camera at your face while you talk about stuff. People naturally are drawn more to someone talking, not just the voice. I love the content. Cool, so that's what I was saying about having the webcam I got. So we can try that out, see how that goes. And like I say, with this, like, this is not the best video recording because purely it's on the phone and the fucking light. Right, so yeah, absolutely awesome. Thank you very much for that. So John Seller says, congrats on your 2K. I just started Bone Reapers. Sorry, John, let me restart. Congratulations on 2K. I just started Bone Reapers. A friend and I split Feast of Bones box, but love the skeleton look of them. Love the why to play. More of them would be great. Maybe some entry level how to play videos, or maybe unit combos for different fractions. So what I'm hearing there is more tactics, and loving the Y plays, which yeah, I'm really happy how well received the Y plays are. But also the other thing is entry videos could be cool, like well, if you're brand new to it, I have done like how to get into HC, but maybe explore that a bit further potentially. I'm just going to see if anything's been put into the chat of this. So Mia said, do you consider making new speculation videos like the Lumineth reveal, Sons of Bahamut trailer, which are teaser, which is the Giants, isn't it? It's coming out. In something like a quick 5/10 minute format. I can do like a quick sort of Thing is, there's a lot of news coming from Games Workshop at the moment, isn't there? Because there's Warhammer Fest coming up, and maybe because of, I don't know, Corona, it might get postponed. Who knows? So they might end up just leaking all their information they were going to give there on the internet. So there's going to be a lot of news coming out potentially. So with that, I could just do like a quick, I don't know, like a weekly, like what's happened in the hobby, like 5 minutes, just boom, what's happened, what's, you know, what are my thoughts on what's going to be on pre-order, that sort of thing. Maybe it could do, that could be quite cool. Essentially just going over the Warhammer community website, and I could do that as a live video, like I say, a very easy video, a live video. Then you guys can ask any questions, that sort of thing, as I just screen record and go through the Warhammer community website, for sure. Anything else? Just looking at the chat for this. Anything else? This Ziveld, if that's probably pronounced wrong, says hello mate, how are you doing? Cool, I think that is it. Combuner saying, how often do you play Age of Sigma a month? I don't know if he's talking to me. If he's talking to me, probably at the moment, probably once or twice, not that much, unfortunately. Just, you know, timings and all that sort of thing don't really work out. So going on to back to the comments now. So the next one is going to be from Red Millen, and he says, the ever hungry ogre, more tribes. I like the low model count, and you can't go wrong with the chunky boys. I love the lore videos and would love to see something like a War Scroll review type video in the future. Okay, so the War Scroll review type videos I have been doing, but for maybe an army that you haven't, you don't play or something like that, so you haven't seen it. It's absolutely so maybe that, or maybe you'd like me to do a different sort of War Scroll review. It's absolutely fine. If you're interested, Red, go to sort of Fleshier Court, something like that, and see how like I do the format on that, and if you like how I review those units. But I know you do Ogre Tribes, so I haven't reviewed the army yet, evidently, as I put it in the why play sort of section for the voting polls. So yeah, that's cool. And again, lore. So yeah, if you guys want lore, then yes, something I can definitely look at. I don't know, sort of saying that there's better lore providers out there, but I haven't really done too much lore, so I'm sort of shooting myself down before I've even done it, so shouldn't be thinking like that. So yeah, something I could be doing in the future, for sure. So who we got next? We've got Eric, and Eric is saying, I'm getting into the game with Nighthaunt and love the info I was able to get by watching your videos. I love Nighthaunt and love the info I was get through watching your videos, though I would really enjoy more basic army builds with like core groups of units and other stuff like that. Yep, that's something I could do. So like sort of how to structure an army, you know, like list building, that's something I can look to do in the future as well. I'm loving all these ideas, by the way, because like there's quite a few things here that I haven't really done in the past. So with, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I want this channel to go on for as long as possible, and it really relies on how many, you know, ideas you can come up for videos, and I make the videos for you guys. So any ideas you have, you know, send them my way, absolutely, and it's absolutely great to hear all this feedback. So yeah, cheers, Eric. And then we've got Chris, who says, I would love seeing videos about perhaps the most flavorful armies, or even your personal thoughts on what models you like the best and why. I play Ogre Tribes primarily as I love the flavour that they have as a faction even, and the low model count units are pretty neat too. It's really fun to play them because they hit really hard, but they are deceptively vulnerable due to low saves and few models. He says, I'm also building an Ostrich Bone Reaper army now because they look really cool too. As someone who loves the models and lore, I have dipped my toe into several other factions too, mainly via different style collecting boxes and things, just to have fun with other models and rules in small casual games. Though I'm hoping to bring my Ogres and Bone Reapers up to 2k points each eventually to try out the match play scenarios and see what bigger games are like. That's absolutely cool. Sounds like a slow build you got there. And there's nothing wrong with buying Star Collector Box for an army that you don't even do, just to just have a bit of variation, painting, all that sort of thing. That's what you enjoy. You know, that's absolutely cool. So yeah, Ogre's Bone Reapers, that's cool. And you know, you get a Feast of Bones box thing, so that's actually cool. And what I really like about the Ogres is the fact that low model count, but you know, you think, oh, for objectives, it's a bit of a pain. Yeah, each one of the Ogres basically counts as 2 in most circumstances, if not more. So 2 models for purposes of an objective, so that's really cool. Okay, so the next one we have is from Jorio, if that's pronounced right. Overall, I love your channel, and the video on the Flesh Ear Courts helped me pick that army for my first real one over all. I think most people struggle is finding good battle reports on their armies and some special tips and tricks of combat, like some videos more tactical with example orientated. I would love to see that here. I might not be possible with every army. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat, so that's why I'm a little bit stuttery. So it says, it might not be possible with every army, but even getting more illustrated tips and tactics would help new players like me. My first real army, especially a courts, because I love their lore and game style. It's more my type, more aggressive, but yet relatively resilient. Yeah, so obviously especially courts are just hit really hard and come back really easily if you play them well. Yeah, so that's quite cool. So saying maybe doing a few more videos aimed towards beginners, or just people who are new to certain armies, that sort of thing, and like doing battle reports for those armies just to make a few people visualize how they will play it. That's something I can do. But like I say, battle reports is the same answers I gave before. It's something I want to do, but it's not the easiest. Okay, the next thing is so we've got Ape Sigma. So I think more why to play videos would be great, especially for lots of armies that don't get lots of love. Then even expand that series into box games, possibly. Either way, love your content, and your AOS vids are some of my top. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, Ape Sigma. Yeah, again, why play videos? They're something that I know are popular. I'm really happy how you guys have liked them. Even better than I thought you would, which is great. And something they are definitely not going anywhere. They are just gonna keep on coming. Those why play videos, so don't worry. Okay, so the next comment we've got is going to be from Colton. He says, I think the channel is very informative, but the background music could be turned down. Yeah, in some of the videos, particularly the older videos, the background music is particularly loud, and that's mainly from when I was recording on my iPhone, which is this. And basically what would happen, have the iPhone here, and then I would have some sort of, I don't know, like music system, I don't know, like an iPad or something here, and the iPad literally be right here, speaker next to this, you know, the microphone on the phone, and that's how I got the music to accumulate in the background when I was speaking, and so that's why the sound quality wasn't great. But yeah, I'm very cautious on that now to make sure that does not happen as much. It says, I have started collecting Nighthorn here in the USA, but haven't gotten a gaming yet. Bought the Soul Wars and I'm building things up, reading the core book. Great job on the 2K followers, thank you very much. I like my Spooky Boys because of the backstory and aesthetics. Honestly, I like all of the iconic and not necessary evil punishments the Lord of Death doles out. Yep, exactly right. That's what me and Luke were talking about when we did the Why Play video. And I'm sure if you watched it, you know, we talked about the irony of Nagash's punishments he gives to basically everyone in the Nighthorn army, which I think is really cool and just adds loads of fluff to it. Okay, so the next one we've got is from Franco Placido, I think. So I love the Ostrich Bone Reapers because they are awesome models, and I would like to see lore videos and battle reports. Yep, so again, battle reports, same sort of answer. I'd like to do them, it's just a bit tricky, but I will try. And lore videos is something I can do. you know, that's not going to be tricky. I just thought you guys didn't really want them as much, but it's happy to hear that you guys do. So the next person we've got is going to be from Watridge, which is more battle reports. Yep. I always love battle reports, but lore is great too. Why not a narrative campaign? So basically, to answer what he said, what Watridge said, basically referred to the last answer. But why not a narrative campaign? Now, a narrative campaign is something what me and my mate want to do. Once I'm thinking about recording it, but could potentially record it. Maybe if you guys would like to. But if we were to record it, we would probably just do like a live video or something like that, just to make it easier purely for recording. It wouldn't be as good quality, but it'd make things so much easier. We could maybe do things like Warcry. And I know that's not Age of Sigmar standard, but that is very narrative and is very quick. So that would be easier. So maybe we could try do battle reports for Warcry and play Warcry for absolutely ages. But I'm going to have a game of it on Thursday. Not saying I can record Thursday, but maybe I can speak to my mate, and maybe that's something we could do as a starting point. We can see. Okay, and then the next person is Chemist, who says, "Hey, Nagash, I think you could do more talks about more tabletop matches or tactics you've had success with in your games, or how you achieve mastery of your army of spooky ghosts. I play Cornwell a lot. I play Cornwell a lot, but my own several other armies that I look forward to playing this year as I get them painted up." Cool. Gives you to be motivated to paint the other armies. And yeah, like tabletop matches, tactics. Again, what I'm hearing a lot here is battle reports, tactics, and lore videos, which I can definitely look at doing tactics and lore videos. And absolutely, I just got to lore videos are the easiest. Tactics are just got to think how I'm gonna implement that to try and use diagrams and stuff. So it'd be cool for you guys. But no, it's giving me lots to think about. So the next one we've got is Crazy Cloud, and he says, "I started collecting Nighthorn. Love watching your videos as it helps me learn more about my army. Would like some additional lore videos, but other than that, amazing job." Very kind of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, again, lore videos. So you guys, if like I said, when I've done lore as well, it's just like a little side note, you know, for when I get into an army. But I didn't realize you lot actually really like the lore part. So yeah, I'll be doing more lore in the future. That's definitely from what you guys are saying here, you definitely want that. So that's cool. And then JJ says, "Congrats on the 2K. Thank you very much, mate." And then we've got Jonathan, who says, "I play Death, 1000 points of Legion of Night. Love the idea of a vampire leading an undead army of skeletons and Vargas. Not good at it, but I try. I don't have any recommendations for the channel. Do what you do." Absolutely awesome, mate. And crack on enjoying your vampire army. Leading those skeletons. And then James Luke, who is the guy who's joined me in some of my videos, such as, you know, the most recent one being Nighthorn, and also joined for the Chaos Dwarf video. So he says, "It has been a pleasure to join you on the channel for 2 videos. I always enjoy your content. As for the future, would be great to see some more tabletop matches, maybe play against the armies that you have done content on to see how they do on the table compared to theory and discussion. In an ideal world, I'd absolutely love to do that, and we can try and make it as ideal as possible and try and do that in the future. Again, just battle reports. It's not like this particular idea is hard. It's just battle reports to try and do it. But as soon as you do that, would be great, because theory crafting and actually playing on the table are completely different. Like, I not sound like a hypocrite, but like when I'm being, you know, recording my videos and saying tactics for this army, right, this is what you want to do, this is that, and that, and then you take to a game and you do what I told you to do, and nothing went to plan, and you think, what the fuck, he told me to do this and it didn't work. Things are completely different on the table. Like, I may come up with a list that I think there's no way this is going to lose, and I take it to a game and I'll lose horrendously, and I'm just like, I don't even know what happened there, and I can't blame it all on bad luck on the dice. So it is good to, like I say, theorycraft, take it to the battlefield, then see how it plays out. And if it does well, fantastic, awesome. But if it doesn't do well, don't go, "Oh, that's shit." What you need to do is go, right, what went wrong? What can I do to remedy it? How can I change around the list? Don't go, right, unless it's completely went terribly wrong, don't go, right, that list I built is out. see how you can tweak it to try and make sure those mistakes that happened are unlikely to happen again. Okay, so the next one we got is Blake Cook, and he says, looking forward to the giveaway, and he says, I love Nighthorn, you inspired me to start collecting them. Absolutely awesome to hear that, mate. I'm really glad I helped. And then we've got the Spooky Ghost saying, hi, my favourite YouTuber. Yeah, I love everything you explained. Thanks for being such an amazing YouTuber, and congrats. I've watched you for a long time. I watched you a long time ago, and you're awesome. This channel is awesome. You don't need to upgrade anything. It's already perfect. I play Nighthorn, by the way, because I love the way you can play the army. The fact that you can't get -1 or +1 on your saves, and the fact that they look awesome, and how you can troll them by stealing command points with Curtis. Yes, I would do that if I played the army. Well, thank you very much for really kind words there, mate. I know I said that a lot when people said like, oh, you know, really enjoy your videos, but generally, if you guys didn't watch my videos, I wouldn't be making them. So it really is kind words for you guys to say that. Yeah, awesome, guys. Cool, and that is all the comments for that video. So I hope if anyone is watching this who put a comment, hope you managed to answer that correctly. If I didn't, put another comment and I'll be happy to readdress it. So because I've also answered all the comments here, I may not necessarily put a reply to your comments, but I will like and heart them and stuff, so you know that I have recognised them. Don't you worry. But no, really nice stuff there, guys. Some great suggestions. Tactics, lore, and battle reports is what I'm hearing, and maybe painting tutorials. So that's absolutely great to hear. For you guys, thank you very much for your feedback, really. Right, and then just to go to the chat on this, in case anyone has put anything else in the chat. There's been quite busy in the chat. It's absolutely awesome. Just need to see if anything's for me. Okay. Apologies about this. Just need to. There's a lot of talk about Gloomspite Gibson here, which is absolutely awesome. But I'm trying to find out what I need to respond to. Yeah, so there's Shirley here. I've read his comment. Okay, so when Gary's asked me a question, so he says, do you think it's perfectly fine to include Tomb Kings in your Nagash army, i.e. use like skeletons? Now, do you mean use like Tomb King skeleton warriors as skeleton warriors in Legion of Nagash with like the Legion of Nagash War Scroll? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about actually using the Tomb King rules in Legion of Nagash? Because if you want to use them as the Legion of Nagash models, I don't see what's wrong with that, as long as you make that aware what everything is. But if you want to use the Tomb King's rules in Legion of Nagash, friendly games, wherever you like. But strictly speaking, you can't do that. So V4, I'm going to say, says, just stopping for a second, new to your channel and working through your Nighthorn videos, loving the content. Fantastic to hear, mate. You got any questions about any of that thing? Just send it my way and I'll be happy to answer. Really glad you're liking that. And then Paz is saying, cool video, keep painting minis. Yep, do my best. I'm literally just staring at a shit's load of grey plastic, but I'm doing my best. Yeah, Gary says using Tomb King models as generic units. Yeah, not a problem, mate. What I would just say, if you're playing against, if you're playing against a mate, I'm sure he knows what you're doing using them as generic units. But if you're playing against people you don't know, or just people you local gaming club, that sort of thing, just explain to them what things are, mate. And there shouldn't be a problem. If you're playing competitively, all I would say is make sure whatever you're basically whatever Toomkin unit, whatever Toomkin unit you're using in Legion of Nagash army, but you're using it as a Legion of Nagash model, make sure it's on the right size base, because that's where rules do interfere a bit. Mira saying, Agent Nagash, remember to link the Discord in the description, please. We admins need more work. Yep, I'll do that. Don't you worry, my German friend. That will go in there absolutely fine. And it would be absolutely great to have more of you guys in Discord. Discord's great, guys. I never got Discord until I started this channel, and it's really fun. And as long as I'm easily offended, Discord's great. Right, okay, guys. So has anyone got any last questions, or have I missed anyone's questions or anything? Let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, I'll end the video. I'm just going to double check to make sure I've read all the comments while, in case anyone wants to ask a question. Yeah, I read all the comments. Right. Discord squad, yep. Don't worry, it will be linked in. So if you want to check out Discord, well, it's absolutely free for you guys to do so. Yeah, exactly. Just listen to the in Discord. We've got Yanks, we've got Germans, we've got Scottish, we've got English. Everyone. Anyway, so if that's all the questions for today, I'm going to thank you all for joining me. It's actually been great. It's actually been loads of you watching, which is absolutely fantastic. The chat's been full. For sort of like, I just woke up earlier today thinking, you know what, I'll do like a little live video. I think it'd be nice to go through the comment stuff of that video. Absolutely great. And thank you very much for joining us on this video. So remember, guys, stay awesome. And Keystone Discord, absolutely yes. Chris Galvin, thank you very much, mate, for your continued support. It means a lot. Hope you're not on standby too long. And right, guys, so like I say, thank you very much for watching this. Oh, this stuff, Warhammer art, yeah, that's absolutely great. I hope you guys will be able to see it a bit better. Sort of set up the other day. You can't really, but actually it doesn't make too bad of a background from when I'm using this crap cam. Actually, it's not too bright from this angle. I should have been sitting back the whole time. For fuck's sake. Anyway, yes, guys, take care. If you're out and about, wash your hands. Don't want to catch any bugs. That sort of thing. And right, as always, guys, like, subscribe and comment always does help. And thank you to my patrons, and remember, until next time, Nagash us all, and all is one.